We're live.
What up? Let's get weird. It's your boy Tommy G here with the Tuesday edition of the Stay Cashin show. Monster college basketball slate today. Lot to recap from the weekend. And who better to do it with than these three fucking monkeys? Joey Rackets, live from Who's the Boss?
Yeah, hanging out with Ted, what's his name? Tony
Danza?
Tony Danza. Yeah, I would say Ted
I'd rather
Danza,
be hanging out with
right.
Alyssa Milano.
I mean, I'm sure you would, but not me.
Me and Alyssa, we kind of dated for a while. Bill doesn't know he's on mute. It's the best. We shouldn't even tell him. Bill, do you know you're on mute or no?
Yeah,
He's definitely muted.
Because he was playing that fucking crime scene song. What was he playing?
No, it sounded like he was being abducted by aliens.
Yeah, it went from like CSI to like fucking just pure static. I don't think he realized he had the mute button on, so I'm sure Bill will be rejoining us shortly. Evan Hand, how are you doing today, my friend?
Doing well. Quite a bit of news to cover actually today.
Yeah, a lot to recap from the weekend, a lot of news. So we'll get at that. Is Bill going to be rejoining us? Do I need to call him to make sure he's alive?
You might need to call him. He's not back here yet.
Let's see.
He said, "Fuck it, I'm on mute. I'm leaving." That's what he said.
I didn't hit the mute button.
All right. Oh, you were just on mute. I was just. No one muted you. I can't mute you.
I muted him at the beginning
Hold
of the show.
on. So Evan said he
was
muted
so
you when you
loud.
had the static going on. Are you? Is he really not coming back?
He's mad?
All right, dude, he's nuts. I didn't mute him.
I muted him because I couldn't hear a goddamn thing.
Yeah, because it was loud as fuck.
And we didn't know whose problem it was, so I figured.
All right, so we may not have Bill on the show today. Who knows? We'll see how that goes. Evan, how you doing? What was that? Evan, how you doing today?
Doing well. A lot of news to cover.
A lot of news to cover. All right, let's get to it. So we're going to cover Kababel's coming on to do some soccer, right?
Yep.
So we'll have Kababel. We'll do him right before college. We got Howie coming on for college basketball. We got a huge college basketball slate. Rackets, I saw you firing off some tennis bets. You got some tennis for today?
It's I thought FanDuel has it scheduled for today, which is why I put it in there, and then I actually looked at it because I don't trust FanDuel, and it's for tomorrow morning, so it's tomorrow morning.
All right, well, still tennis.
Yeah.
And let's cover this news for the weekend. So Evan Hand, hit it.
All right, Bill, I would love your input on this. Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones says he wants 45.
Listen, this is the second time. It wasn't my fault. I didn't do anything.
We were just trying to see who the noise was coming from.
Yeah, that's all it was. I didn't do anything. I can't mute anyone, just so everyone knows. Go on.
Daniel Jones wants $45 million a year to play quarterback.
What?
Rackets. I'll kick right to you on this, Rackets.
What? $45 million a year? Not like for like 5 years?
Not $45 million.
What I thought.
Over 5, no. So that would be about $225 million, if my math is correct. Over 5,
bro.
Bro makes the playoffs one time and thinks he's Mahomes.
I mean, that's insane. When did that just break? Is that new?
No, it came out over the weekend saying that he wants $45 million, and the Giants might fucking give it to him too because they're gonna lose him and Saquon.
I mean, they could franchise tag one of them, right?
That's got to be less than 45.
And
right?
you know what's funny? Daniel Jones, I just heard he just got a new agent too, right?
Yeah, I think that this is why.
Yeah, the Daniel Jones just got a new agent, so I guess his new agent's coming in over the top. He might want to get a third agent because that would be insane. The Giants have so much money too, where if the Giants could work this right with Saquon and Daniel Jones, they have like the most money of any team in the NFL. Dropping $45 million on fucking Daniel Jones probably wouldn't be the most optimal use of those extensive funds that they have, though, Rackets.
I mean, I didn't even hear that, so now I'm just fucking blown away by that number. Like, that's insane.
Yeah, that's the first time I'm hearing it too.
Yeah,
he's worth maybe 20, and he wants 45.
I mean, listen, the bottom line is when you're giving fucking Kirk Cousins, when he's getting $50 million and Kyler Murray's getting 40 and needs a clause in his contract to fucking not play video games. Deshaun Watson's finger popping masseuses and walking away with fucking guaranteed $250 million. I mean, there really is nothing insane anymore, right? I mean, like Deshaun Watson got $250 million
guaranteed too.
Guaranteed, while like potentially facing a multi-year suspension after fucking raping like 50 women. Like,
Oh my god.
I mean, so yeah. I mean, I guess he's worth fucking $45 million. I mean,
So-
fuck.
Mike Florio was the one who reported this. And then I'm just looking it up right now, and I read this headline from this fake account, whatever. It said, Daniel Jones meant to ask for $425 million salary. It gets so much funnier. Instead of 45, but team execs had trouble hearing him over. Head coach Brian dabbled the bowl, loudly eating fettuccine Alfredo during the meeting. Wow.
$425 million seems more likely than $45 million. But all right, so Daniel Jones might get $45 million. Listen, I think he's worth 20. You know, like
20. Serb tagged me in the chat with the franchise numbers, and a quarterback franchise tag is $32.41 million.
Wow.
So you're gonna give him $13 million.
So you're giving him 13 over the franchise tag.
That's crazy.
I mean, fucking.
He's asking for that. That's wild.
Good
Get
job.
the fuck
But
out of here.
listen, go get it, Danny. I mean, I have a fucking conspiracy theory on this, Evan, where these contracts have gotten so insane across all sports that I am fucking convinced that whoever gets the $250 million, $200 million contracts, they are getting that money because this is one, a form of money laundering, and two, they are signing away rights to fix at least 15 games over the course of their contract. Because I really believe that they're giving this is like a bribe to rig these games going forward, and that elite group of people, because it's always the people you see fixing the games, Rackets, even though you don't watch a lot of NBA, you're on there with the TNT games. It's always Kawhi, Tatum. It's always those superstars on Thursday night for FanDuel that you're like, how did this guy score 12 today? How did he go 2 for 18 from the field the day that FanDuel gives the money back same game parlays? So I think these big contracts are for them to rig games. That's what I think. I think it's blood money.
It
Baby
seems
blood
like
money.
it. I mean, it washes easy, right?
Yeah, watch is real easy. What about Lamar here? What are we thinking on Lamar? What did the Ravens do with Lamar? My favorite thing is that ESPN keeps bringing on fucking Tannenbaum, who's literally the worst general manager I've ever seen in my entire
Ran the
life.
Jets into the ground.
Literally destroyed our team, Evan. Like, he literally took the Jets and fucking ran them into the gutter. And now they're going to him for advice. And the funny thing is he's so bad at his job that even the other athletes on there, I think it was Ryan Clark and someone else, when he was talking about he's like, well, they're like, what would you do with Lamar? Lamar wants, all his money to be guaranteed. He'd like, well, I would tell him that Deshaun Watson was an outlier contract and we can't use that. So, and then the athletes are like, do you think he gives a fuck about what? Like, Tannenbaum really thought that's how you sell it to Lamar. Like, what Lamar wants, Lamar's going to get, because it only takes one team.
There's no such thing as an outlier contract anymore. They all use it as precedent.
Everything's a precedent.
Yep, it's the judicial system. Same thing in baseball. Same thing in everything. As soon as one guy gets one contract, it's okay. This is
That's it.
This is now the fucking minimum. The bar is set for this position the rest of the fucking time.
Which it
How it
shouldn't
goes.
be, because if the owners got on the same page and said, fuck that, guys. All right, this Deshaun thing, whatever you went rogue, we're all going to agree not to do this again. But they won't. One owner's going to go rogue and give another guy it. Now you have two people getting it. And now you have a precedent.
We talked about it with the Judge thing. As soon as you give Judge $40 million a year, the next person that hits 55 homers is going to want $40 million a year.
Yeah. I mean, so where do you think Lamar goes? Do you think Lamar leaves? I don't think he goes to the Falcons. I think that's just a lot of nonsense. I think the Falcons would be insane. I'm very biased with Desmond Ridder, but I think he stays with Baltimore. I think they just cave and give him what he wants, right?
Yeah. I mean, I can't see him fitting into like a Colts offense.
Every day that goes by, I feel like he loses leverage, because you have the Jets, who had a good meeting with Carr, supposedly. That could get signed any day. Aaron Rodgers is coming out of his fucking, blowing goats in the woods with a Wiccan witch. He may come out like tomorrow and say, I'm a Raider. So as these teams start to fall off, he obviously loses leverage in that perspective. But where do you think he ends up, Rackets? Do you think he ends up with the Colts, the Falcons, the Ravens?
Earlier in the season, we talked about this, and at that point, Goff was still, he's playing well and he finished out the season well. But I said if he kind of faltered, I could see him going to Detroit in that offense. But now I think they end up keeping Goff. And
They're staying with Goff. I think they don't want to ruin that chemistry.
They don't want to fuck that up.
There.
Yeah, with St.
Even
Brown,
if you saw Jamal Williams on a lot of these shows, he's talking about how like they all rallied around Goff, and that it's the thing that Detroit's building, which I do respect. They're building a community, right? Like that's the thing us at 4 Deep. we don't claim to, win every bet. We build a community, right? Like you're coming here for the community, and that ends up being stronger long-term than anything else. Did the same thing in our prior companies, and you see it in sports too. These teams that have fun together, it's rare nowadays. So I just don't see Detroit breaking that up and taking.
Yeah, I don't see him going there now. The Jets kind of.
And I'm not a Goff guy, by the way. I just think building off the end of last year, you got to give that another year.
He finished the season strong.
You got to give him. He earned another year.
100%. I don't know about the Falcons. I'm not the biggest Desmond Ridder guy, you know that, but I think they give him another year on that. And the Jets makes the most sense to me, but I don't see that happening either. I think he just stays in Baltimore.
Yeah, I think he's. I think he goes to the Falcons. What'd you say, Bill? I think he goes to the Falcons. I don't think he goes to the Falcons. I think Ridder stays there. But no. What else we got here?
Did you guys see that video of DK Metcalf at the All-Star weekend?
Was that real or was that CGI?
No, it's clearly fake.
It was him dunking all over the place. It's
definitely fake, right?
Yeah, I'll show it on the. It's on the screen.
The one where he jumped by the hedges.
Yeah, it's
that's definitely fake. It's no human being. He's a lizard if he did that.
But it's hilarious because he got randomly drug tested over the weekend.
Because of that video.
Goodell, the NFL drug tests are amazing, man.
I mean, like the whole
got drug tested right after he had the
tackle,
punt, right? They're the tackle, right at the end of his career, and he got drug tested the day after. Like, come on, guys.
I mean, dude, like seriously, like the whole NFL isn't on fucking roids. Give me a break. That's fucking ridiculous. The All-Star weekend. So Matt McClung, Evan, you saw that, right? My boy,
720.
Who I was a fan of in college, and obviously hasn't made it to the pros. They basically gave the kid a 10-day contract just so he could be in the dunk contest, right? And everyone on fucking TV, these fucking morons, are talking about how Matt McClung saved the dunk contest. First of all, it's the worst All-Star game in history. I watched 3 minutes of it. Didn't need to watch it because I knew it would be garbage, and everything I saw is that it was basically just a layup line. Like, no one fucking tried. No one did anything, except Tatum just kept shooting threes. But Matt McClung didn't save the dunk contest. Matt McClung proved what people like myself and Bill, right, Bill? I've been saying it forever. Me and Bill have been saying forever that this dunk contest needs to not be with NBA players. I know. So basically, what they proved was you should bring non-NBA players in who can practice.
I'm just watching Evan.
They should bring non-NBA players in who can just practice this like the fucking hot sauce and the fucking, dudes on the fucking street ball. That's what Matt McClung was. He just said in the thing he'd been practicing for 3 weeks for this. And he was awesome. So they proved that we shouldn't have a dunk contest with NBA players. We should have players from the G League, players from the street, and one All-Stars. Guys like that who could do miraculous shit because dunking didn't just get boring. It's just when you're letting the 9th best player on the fucking Hornets dunk in a dunk contest, no one fucking cares. Because he's playing basketball 2 days ago. He's not practicing. You need people who can practice for this, right, Bill? I agree. So, that's what we should do. Rackets, you agree?
I agree. Bill's in the chat. He said, keep talking about me when I'm not on the show.
Evan, what do you think?
I think they should just take random homeless people off the street. Who's the guy who went homeless after he was addicted to crack? Somebody in the chat will tell me. The guy who's homeless who was in the NBA.
Oh my God! It's not Nick Young. I'm picturing him. He looks like Nick Young, but it's not Nick Young.
He's like an older player, like early 2000s.
I can't.
Somebody in the chat will get it right away.
I'll have to
I'll figure it out. No, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know who it is, but they should bring those stars in. They should bring those fucking high school kids and college kids and fucking and one kid. The kids on the street. The kids playing at Rucker.
Delonte West.
Delonte West. Okay, gotcha.
I don't even know if he can dunk, but
no, I don't think so. He was like 6'3", I think. But the other thing is that Matt McClung was the first white guy to win or second white guy to ever win the dunk contest, and no one's talking about it. When we have a black guy do something fucking miraculous, the second black quarterback to win the Super Bowl, everyone's fucking dude. Not only is he the second white guy to ever win the dunk contest, the other one was Brent Barry, who was 6'7". So he's 5 inches shorter. So this is a miraculous feat for a white guy who's 6'2" to win a dunk contest. But we don't talk about it. Anyway, next topic.
Anybody watch the XFL this weekend?
Can I mention Bill? Bill was our XFL handicapper, and he actually went 3-1, I believe, this weekend. So I didn't really watch much of it. I watched a little bit of it. What did you think of it?
I didn't watch 1 second of it. That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah, I watched a little bit. I missed the first day, and then I saw that Bill won the 2 bets, so I didn't even pay attention to it. And I went the second day, watched a little bit, but there was Sunday. There was a lot going on. We had the golf that we were sweating. We had other shit going on at the same time. Rackets, did you watch any of it?
Did not. No, I was paying attention to golf in Daytona.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really watch much of it, but I mean, from what I saw, it didn't look great. I mean, I saw the first half of the game, the only game that went under, and it was 9-3 or 6-3 at halftime. So I probably didn't see the best sample size, considering every other half seemed to have scoring across the league. But let us know in the chat what you thought of the XFL. We do have. Let me just see here. I had something else written down. The NASCAR. Bill had a phenomenal start to the NASCAR.
You got fucked on that so bad, bro.
So Bill hit Zane plus 1,200. The second day he got fucked hard.
Got fucked bad.
Oh my god, dude! It was a photo finish. Did you see what happened the second day in NASCAR? Evan,
did you see it?
Dude, so the first day Bill hit Zane Smith plus 1,200, right? So we kick off NASCAR. We hit a plus 1,200 with Bill every week. So bang, right out the gate, plus 1,200, rocking. Day 2 was, I think, Xfinity or something, and he had 2 of the 3 cars, right?
Yep.
He had 2 guys.
Allgaier, Nemechek, and the other dude was the guy that won.
Yeah, Allgaier and Nemechek were 2. Basically, he only picked 3 guys, and those were 2 of them. And fucking, it was a photo finish, inches. And the guy that won was the only one that we didn't have. So we got fucked
because
there.
they on a caution. The caution came out. They hit the button for the caution lights, and it's instead of racing back to the line this year, it's basically whoever is leading at the time that the caution comes out. Nemechek was Fox Sports had Nemechek as the winner,
right?
At plus 1,000, and then NASCAR reviewed it and they gave it to Austin. I think it was Austin Hill, and it fucking garbage, bro. So we got fucked on that, and then Sunday, we had
Kyle Busch, do it.
Yeah, Kyle Busch and Denny
2 guys
Hamlin
that were
too.
right there until that final wreck.
Yeah, Denny Hamlin was, I think, is in 7th or 8th or 9th or something like that, and he got fucked up. And then Ricky Stenhouse ends up winning.
The only good thing about Stenhouse was I did a little research. I mean, I leave the NASCAR to Bill and Trevor. They're phenomenal at it, so I didn't even fucking get near it. The only race I usually will, just because it's the first race. Same thing with tennis, where I'll jump in at the majors once it starts to get down the wire, like Daytona and those big races that I know and that are the fucking monster kickoff thing. I'll throw some in. So I was doing a little research on it, and I saw that 4 of the last 14 winners for Daytona came from the 30th spot or higher, and there were great odds on there and a great group in that 20 to 30 spot. So I put out 20 to 30 winner coming from that pole position plus 380. And then I did plus 900 on 31 plus, and Stenhouse actually was the 31st pole position guy. So we actually hit a plus 900 on that. So that was nice. So we had a plus 1,200 on day 1, plus 900 on day 3, and day 2 we had a photo finish where we should have hit a plus 1,000. So realistically, for NASCAR kickoff, we should have hit a plus 1,000 every single day. Truck Series, Xfinity, and Daytona. But very profitable NASCAR weekend, NASCAR kickoff. We love NASCAR here. And there's nothing better than Bill doing the fucking final lap or final 10 laps on the voice chat, fucking freaking out, screaming like a maniac. I think that's it. A great UFC weekend. Constantino smashed UFC. We had a great college basketball Saturday. So overall, very good weekend. Evan, I think you said the free picks were up 30 units?
31.58 units.
How is that even possible?
I don't know.
So just on the free bets.
No, it was the
just the free bets alone. So that you definitely should not sign
right.
up.
And the fucking Hoffman's, fucking my boy Alvarado.
Yep.
Or Alvarado
MVP.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, we fucking nailed that. We said there was shitty sports weekend, no football, everyone's freaking out. It doesn't matter, dude. We got WBC coming up. We got tennis tournaments coming up every single fucking few weeks now going forward. We're going to have major tennis tournaments. Golf going on. Price is killing it in the golf. I mean, we do every sport. And now we got March Madness starting and conference tournaments, which is going to be insane. Before we get to college basketball, I'll bring Howie on here in a minute. And me and him are going to talk about a fucking awesome Tuesday night slate for college basketball. Let's bring Kababble in. Oh, look at you, Kababble, all sexed up in the military uniform.
What's up, guys?
Dude, you got to head to the bar right now in that thing. You'd be getting fucking hootenanny out the bazoo.
I left it on for Juju.
Oh, yeah? Juju likes that uniform?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, yeah, that's it. You got to get Juju all riled up. So, Kababble, first of all, did you kill any terrorists today?
I did not, but we killed some Indian soccer this morning.
All right. Hey, that's just as good. That's actually better. That makes us more money. So,
Yeah,
so what happened this morning? Was those 3 a.m. plays?
Yeah, it was one of the 3 a.m.s. I sent a Real Cashmere, both teams to score, and then also both teams to score 2.5.
That's
both those
BTTS.
hit. Yeah, BTTS.
Mhm.
And then I chatted with ZM a little bit, and she convinced me to throw the lean out there for Real Cashmere.
You're going
to
ZM,
win.
right? So you don't have to say Zeke's mom.
Yeah, so don't,
Yeah,
so I'm
okay.
back.
I see what you
don't
did
fuck it
there.
up.
All right. That was smart. That was sharp.
Yeah, and she talked me into it, so I sent the lean of Real Cashmere to win and over 2.5 goals, and that hit as well for 265.
That was the plus 265. So you hit a minus 125, a plus 145, and a plus 265. And now you got something for us at 3 p.m. Eastern time here. I like that you're using the Eastern time.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get back on it.
I mentioned on the last show, Kababble, you weren't on, so I don't know if you heard it. I wondered why you're okay writing out like 1,000 words in your plays, which is fine. I'm good with that. But you're so uncomfortable writing the only words we need to know, which are BTTS and MT. Why don't you write those words? The ones that we don't know what they are.
For so long, I've just both BTTS with playing DFS and MT for match total that I just kind of roll with it.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it might help people to write that out? And
no, since Ghost doesn't post my article, I just took a screenshot of all the bets acronyms that I use, and I just post it in chat constantly.
Nice. Or maybe like have like a little like in your notes on your phone, like write out BTTS this and that, and just copy and paste it onto your plays.
Man, every time I copy and paste, I always copy and paste and don't go.
It's hard. Copy and paste is
Control V and Control C is tough.
Yeah, it's hard. I get
Hey, man.
it. So, all right.
I'm
Anyway,
one
what are we?
crown short of being a Marine.
Yeah, listen. I mean, you're not in the military because of your brains, right?
No, not at all.
So it's for killing terrorists. So what do we got at 3:00?
We're going back to our darlings, Napoli. They want us to bet last
Napoli,
week,
nice. They want us.
so we're
to
going right back. They are taking on Frankfurt. They're at Frankfurt. They're a pretty decent side, but they're just ultra aggressive. I think we're getting them way too favorable a number here of minus 0.25 spread, which means if they draw, it's a half loss. If they win, then we cash. It's sitting at minus 115.
Mm-hmm.
I like their team total as well, and I like Victor Osimhen, anytime goal scorer as well. They blitz people. And anytime Frankfurt has somebody that they face that blitz, whether it's home or away, they struggle with it. I can see them struggling here as well.
All right. And then I think you had another one, didn't you?
Yes. If you want to be the subs got 2 other plays per day. You can have the sub. Come on and get that. I'll give you something for tomorrow since I won't be able to be on. We're going to go we're going to keep it there in Italy. Well, they're in Germany. We're going to go to Italy to Inter Milan. They face Porto tomorrow. I like Porto. Chat knows I like Porto. They're overmatched here. I like Milan to win, and I like it under 4.5 goals at minus 110. That's at 3:00 tomorrow.
Okay, so that's AC.
I don't think they have a problem.
So just write that down.
Inter Milan, not AC.
Okay,
Inter Milan.
so write that down. Inter Milan and
ML
under?
plus under 4.5 goals. It's
All right,
sitting
so-
at minus 110.
All right, so we can give that out on tomorrow's show. Kababble won't be here, so that's tomorrow at 3 p.m. So we'll give that out again tomorrow if you want to get that in now. Inter Milan and under 4.5 goals. All right, and what happened to this fucking Champions tournament? They just fucking stop it for like weeks?
Well, they rushed it and got through all the group stages because of the World Cup, and then because of schedule condition making up league matches, they kind of took January off, and now they're catching back up. So,
All right. So yeah, I don't like how they break like that. So
yeah, well, I don't like the Winter World Cup bullshit. I'm not a fan of it. Keep it in the summer.
yeah, tell them to stop that, Kababble. All right, Kababble,
Oh,
you did great.
Yep.
Go
Appreciate
kill some,
it.
Go kill some
Yep.
terrorists.
Anytime.
All right, later, brother.
Later.
All right, Evan Hand, you got all that?
Yep. And we also have 2 bets from the ghost of Bill Rupp. He has Mo Salah anytime goal scorer, plus 175. And then parlay for today and tomorrow, Napoli, Man City, Inter Milan, I'm assuming, and USA Women's, plus 902.
Plus 902. Wow. That's a banger. All right. Napoli, Man City, Inter Milan, and the U.S. Women's. They're playing Japan, right? I believe they play Japan today or tomorrow. All right, cool. Let's bring Howie Dewey on here. Let's get some fucking college hoops.
He's coming in now.
All right. Rackets, while we wait, what was the tennis play you had? Is it for?
Yeah, it's for tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. FanDuel has it listed for 7 p.m. tonight, which got me crossed up to begin with. But Xiyu Wang, it's Xiyu Wang, W-A-N-G. Don't get confused with Xinyu Wang because there's only one letter difference, which would be X-I-N-Y-U. We want X-I-Y-U. Evan has it in the thing. Be careful when you're picking it because there's one letter difference between.
Are the lines similar on those two or no?
I think they are actually.
Okay, so we want no N.
You want no N.
Xiyu Wang, minus
Xiyu
115.
Wang, minus 115.
All right. Why do you like her?
She's going against Kimberly Burrell. Burrell's she wasn't really good until the Australian Open. She's had a good run here for the last 2-3 weeks, maybe a month. But she hasn't really beaten anybody. She should have really lost last night. And she made it through. Wang's a better player. She's got more power. She's got a better serve. It really shouldn't be more than 2 sets. If it gets to 3, I'd be surprised.
All right. And here he is. Howie Dewey. How you doing? Howie Dewey?
What's going on, people?
Hair's looking tight. Hair's looking nice.
What's going on?
Got that coif fucking tight, Howie. Looking good.
You ever get your palm read in your life?
No, but I mean, I will if you have a good recommendation.
I walked by this 80-year-old lady. I walked by this window and she went like this, and I got what's she gonna do? Is this a free hand job? I have no idea.
But I'm taking it anyways.
I went in and she looked at my hands. She was like, "Oh my God!" She's like, "Your palms are so worn out." I'm like, "Oh, okay, all right." Got the funny palm reader here. She basically said,
"From a lot of cranking it."
Yeah, I had no lines in my palms. They were like perfectly smooth.
You've jerked all the lines right out of your palm.
Yeah. She's like, "I've never seen that in my life." I'm like, well, you know. But she basically said I'll be dead in a year, so that's good. But I paid $25.
As long as you make it through March, I'm good.
Yeah,
so, listen,
gotta make it through March.
Yeah, just make it through a March Madness. So this weekend, Howie, let's kind of recap anything that stood out for you this weekend with the games and what went on.
You know, made money, banked both days, Saturday, Sunday. You know, ended up positive both days.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just Tennessee's the one team that's baffling me. I mean, they're missing 2 of their best players. Mm-hmm. Hopefully one comes back tonight. But, you know, you shoot 4 for 14 from the free throw line. You're not beating anyone.
That's been happening a lot with the last couple weeks. These teams
every team.
Like 3 for 16, not even like 50%, like 24%. Some of these teams are shooting from
a bunch of these teams, yeah.
Like, what? And a lot of those, Howie, are front end 1-and-1 misses too. So they really equal 2 missed free throws because it's basically a turnover.
Tennessee had 5 or 6 front end 1-and-1.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It kills you. You know, and that's something that, look, man, come on. You learned that shit in 7th and 8th grade. No one's guarding you. It's a 15-foot shot. Stop. How do you miss that?
Yeah, I mean, I thought Tennessee was going to come back in that game. Kentucky, we're not big fans of Kentucky.
Yeah, they're not that good.
But I mean, that was a weird game. Miami went out and handled business. I'm just going through it right now. TCU fucking shit stomped Oklahoma State at home. Providence laid a whooping to Villanova. Pretty much par for the course. Alabama, we said, was going to just fucking take everything out on Georgia, and boy, did they. I think they beat them
Georgia's
50.
got an easy one tonight. They got to play at Arkansas, so look for another
stomping.
Point blasting.
Yeah, so the one I want to talk about is I had a big bet on Kansas versus Baylor. Kansas fucking was dead in the first half. I mean, dead in the water. The chat was going nuts. I'm telling everyone to shut up. I'm fighting with Bill. I left. I was like, guys, if you're going to be this negative in the first half of a Kansas game, with Bill Self's going to light these fucking people up, and we're home, I'm out of here. I'm leaving the chat, and I'm going to watch this on my own. Kansas ends up winning by 16. right? Like they're a phenomenal team. And then yesterday was what I refer to as the inception trap, Howie. So you know my strategy all year has been lower ranked, unranked home team favored over top 10, top 15. Why is my camera doing this every time I talk?
As long as it's not Kansas, you make a point. But Kansas is a different animal.
That's a different beast.
Kansas is going to win. I don't care what happens. Kansas probably going to win by 20 tonight.
Fuck, keep talking. I'm fixing this fucking stupid camera.
I think Kansas is one of those teams that is going. You're going to see they may lose a game between now and the tournament. I doubt it, but they just look, man. They have 7 or 8 McDonald's All-Americans that are all just juiced to play. They shoot the shit out of it. They don't turn the ball over.
And they got a great coach.
I think they win by 20 tonight.
Yeah, I mean, so when we looked at it, so the Kansas situation was against TCU yesterday, right? Everyone all of a sudden jumped on the fucking strategy. I'm watching all these shows that haven't given out a college basketball pick all fucking year. All of a sudden when NFL ends, everyone's a college basketball handicapper, Howie. Everyone wants to fucking be sharp. And they all are reading the stat that we've been riding for fucking months, just slaying up 300-something units this college basketball season. I told everyone last night, I know you agree, I was like, guys, if you think fucking Kansas, after TCU went into Kansas a month ago and beat the shit out of them in Kansas, that Kansas doesn't have this game fucking circled, I don't care if it's a short turnaround from Baylor. I don't care if it's a trap line. Kansas not losing this game. And then I called it the Inception Trap, Howie. It's my new name because it's a trap within a trap, like the movie Inception. There's another Inception Trap tonight, Howie. And I'll start with this and then kick to you. Miami is the Inception Trap tonight. Me and you are extremely high on Miami. We've been saying it all fucking year. This team can win it all. We have futures out on Miami to win it all. They got 2 stud guards, which is what you need. They got everything you need to be successful. They've been running through the ACC. They haven't lost since like January 25th or some shit. And Virginia Tech is -2.5 against Miami today. This is a trap within a trap, okay? The whole world is going to look at this, realize what the trends have been, jump on the shit we've been doing for 2 months, and go, I'm on Virginia Tech. And they're going to say, Virginia Tech, this is a trap line. They're baiting it. Miami's going to lose. Miami's not going to lose today. No. Miami is going to win today. And all these fucking fake sharps who just started touting college basketball a week ago and jumped on TCU yesterday are going to jump on Virginia Tech today and say, Vegas is baiting me. Miami is fucking 8-2 against the spread on the road. Miami is not a normal road team. They're built for the tournament. They're going to win this game.
They have the best coach in the country.
Fantastic coach, fantastic guards.
This guy took George Mason to the Final Four. So, I mean, Jim Larinaga, New York guy, Archbishop Malloy guy. He's got it all. He's got 7 players on Miami right now that could start anywhere. They have everything. They got forwards, the rebound. They don't miss free throws. They don't turn the ball over. They got 2 of the best guards in the country.
I love those guards, man.
And they don't make mistakes, man.
Yeah, I love.
What do they got? 4 losses all year? 5?
Yeah, they're what, 22-4 or some shit. Yeah. And the thing about it is, dude, Howie, when you look at it, the reason college basketball has been so easy this year because every team's retarded on the road. Like I've just been betting home team. I bet no road teams. I went the whole month of February without betting a road team. I think until fucking Kansas yesterday. And we're going with Miami today. Are you in agreement on this? Miami plus 2.5 is ridiculous.
Yeah, those my 2 best bets tonight are Miami and Arkansas.
Yeah, and you want to hear something crazy, Howie? 83% of the money is on Virginia Tech.
That's beautiful. I love it.
They're all thinking that they caught the Vegas trap and they're going to get punched. Now, can Miami lose the game? 100%. Virginia Tech is like a young kid with Tourette's. They're erratic, right?
We're in late February right now. Miami's vying for a number 1 or 2 seed here.
Yeah. I mean, right now they're a 3, in my opinion. Once they run through the ACC like me and you think they will, they move to a 2. Yeah. And they could be a 1. If they win the ACC tournament and run the table the rest of the way, they could be looking at the 4th 1 seed.
This is the time of year right now where when you teams like Creighton, Miami, Virginia, teams like this, you can't bet against them because they're not playing games anymore. There's no more Arkansas even. I hate to say this.
Arkansas is just dumb.
SEC, that is my favorite team because he's been holding that kid back all year. Now he's playing that freshman guard, who's probably one of the most talented freshman guards in the country. He just pulled him and started playing him a couple weeks ago. Now the kid's just laying it out. Arkansas, and there's another coach. There's a guy that took Nevada. Musselman took Nevada to the Final Eight a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So these teams aren't playing anymore. The better teams are winning now.
Yeah.
They're winning. There's no more. You're not shifting lineups around.
Right.
You're not.
The reason why those trap games worked all year, and the reason why I bet them every fucking time to the point where the subs knew what the bets were before I even put them out, is because there's letdown games, right? They're college kids, Howie. Me and you spent 4 hours on the Discord the one night for those 12 people that stayed up till 5 a.m. with us, explaining. Guys, these are 18-year-old fucking kids. You know a story of a kid. We won't say names or anything, but you know a story of a kid who got dumped by his girlfriend a month ago, right?
Yeah.
That affected his play for 3 weeks. Like, you got kids that are going to play in Miami, and they're going down to South Beach, and they're partying. They're 18-year-old kids who fucking play in fucking Dayton, Ohio, and now they're in Vegas for the fucking 2 days at a hotel. They're not focused on the game. There's teams that like Duke that plays North Carolina next week, so the game in Syracuse they're not paying any attention to. That's done. That's all over. These teams, every game matters right now, like you saw with Kansas last night. These teams are playing for seeds in their conference tournaments, and every win is important. So I like that. I like Kansas State tonight against Baylor. I'm sure we're probably on opposite sides of this one.
I looked at that game up and down, up and down. I don't like either one of them.
Yeah, I know you're a big Baylor guy, and Baylor's been great. I mean, Baylor's been way better than I thought. You've been right on them.
Good coach. Drew can coach. He's
good coach, good guards.
Yeah, he knows how to get to the Final Eight. I mean, you got to look at this time of year. You got to look at coaches who have been there. Guys like Larinaga, man, he's done it. The coach from Virginia,
Bill Self.
Bill Self. These guys have been there. I
love the guy. I love Tang from Kansas State. I've been saying it all year. I love this fucking guy. I think he's coach of the year, or at least top 3 coach of the year from Kansas State. I really like what he brings to the table. Kansas State was supposed to finish last in the conference. Like, they weren't hyped up at all. They were supposed to be garbage this year. They're 14-1 at home.
You got to start looking at, I like Michigan State tonight. Tom Izzo.
I like Michigan State too.
Yeah, he's going to bounce back and probably win one. You got to look at coaching right now.
Yeah, I think this Baylor-Kansas State game, Kansas State's 14-1 at home right now. I know they've been a little erratic on the road. Team's 18-9 against the spread too. So if you look at their record against the spread at home, they're 11-4 against the spread at home. So this team's been taking care of business at home. They have a couple letdowns on the road, but these road letdowns were kind of trappy games where, you kind of looked at the line and I kind of bet against them and knew they'd probably lose it. I like this spot today. Baylor should probably bounce back, but you usually get that bounce back game at home, right? Like, you don't get the bounce back going back into another hostile environment. So it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tight game. I like Kansas State there. You just mentioned Michigan State, so I'm taking Kansas State with the 1.5. You mentioned Michigan State. I'm laying the 145, minus 145 on Michigan State. Sounds like you're on them too.
Yeah, I like them. I like Creighton.
I like Creighton.
What do you think about Nova going into Xavier? Nova's been playing teams tough.
I can't figure this fucking Nova team out. I mean, the one thing about Xavier Xavier's 15-1 at home.
Yeah, they don't lose at home.
They don't lose at home. Nova's 3-8 on the road.
Well, I'm going to tell you
but they're playing so much better right now.
They're playing better, but if you look at Nova, this is the first time in a decade they don't have that guy. They don't have that go-to guy. They don't have the talent they used to. They just don't have.
And they don't have Jay Wright.
Yeah, but Jay Wright's always had a couple studs.
Right. Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? But there's been some bad coaching decisions at Nova too, and I get it first year, at this program, coming off Jay Wright, who was going to go down as one of the best coaches in college basketball history before he suddenly retired. There's going to be a drop-off there, but you factor in the talent and the lack of Jay Wright, and it really amplifies it. I think Xavier gets it done here. I don't know if, like you said, Howie, Nova's been playing teams tight, so I'm money line parlaying them. So I'm taking Xavier on the money line, and I'm parlaying with Texas on the money line. I'm getting
how good is Texas playing since they got rid of the wife beater?
Yeah, and the same, you know what? Oklahoma State, same way. They're better without Anderson, the fucking retard that was playing point for them. But yeah, Texas has been playing good ball. Carr's been out of his mind. Today, he's been playing great too. I like the parlay there. You like Xavier too to win?
I like Xavier, yeah.
Yeah, I like Xavier. I'm going Xavier, Texas, parlay minus 102 on that. But because of like what you said, Villanova's just been hanging with teams, though. They've been covering 6 points against them has been a little bit of a nightmare lately.
Yeah, it's it's the first time I watch, and they just don't have the go-to guy. They don't have that guard. They don't have that Brunson that can go down the middle and make a big shot when you need it.
No, they don't, and they don't have the lethal bigs from three like they usually have. They're just a good team. They're a good fundamental team. They're not a great team though.
The team that looks like they're starting to bounce back, and you got to watch them in the tourney. They can make a deep damn run is Connecticut.
They had their lull. Yeah, they had that
They
lull.
got some athletes. They got a 7'3" mutant in the middle. He's got good hands. He's not the quickest guy, but he's got good hands, soft touch. They got good guards. Connecticut can make a deep run. They're starting.
You taking Creighton tonight? You're laying the points, or you parlaying it?
I like Creighton, and the other team I absolutely love tonight. I love Pitt. Tonight.
I don't hate that. Yeah, I have no play on it, but I never
Look
have a
at
problem
Pitt
with
at
it.
home. Pitt does not.
Pitt at home has been amazing. That's been a cheat code for me.
They don't lose at home.
That spread was big, right? What was the line on that? Yeah, it was 11. Okay, that's why. Yeah, but they've been great at home. And Georgia Tech is a fucking. I don't think they have a win on the road all year.
They're kind of like what I fucked up, Tommy. Listen to this. I threw out a 10-game parlay during my comedy show Saturday.
Tell me you didn't bet it.
Listen, It was $18 to win over 10,000 because I tossed in Louisville to win outright against
Clemson.
Oh yeah, I had them outright. I'll pull it up right now. I had them winning outright.
Did you bet it?
Shitty. And I'm like, Louisville are pulling out of their ass. It was $18 win over 10,000. I had fucking the two teams that fucked me. Michigan State, they didn't by a point. They didn't cover. Pitt. Pitt were the only two games I lost.
Oh my God! You get Louisville with the money line versus fucking Clemson, and you don't win that. Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus. So you're on Pitt there. You parlaying those two?
I like Pitt tonight. I like Pitt. I like Xavier. I like Creighton. And I love Arkansas. Yeah, I'm throwing in a big parlay. I'll toss it up.
Throw that in the Google Doc so Evan doesn't fucking short circuit because he's gonna probably right, Evan.
I'm gonna put it up on the. I'm gonna throw.
Evan's like, wait, what am I doing? A parlay? Am I doing Pitt?
Pitt, Xavier, Arkansas, and who? Creighton.
Creighton.
I just need the line on that.
I can tell you what it is right now. Hold on. I'll put it in for you right now. So what is that? Xavier. I like this parlay too. Xavier, Pitt, Creighton, and Arkansas.
Xavier's minus 4.5.
That is plus 156.
And Miami. Tossing Miami.
And Miami. Let's get Miami. There you go. Miami money line. Nah, it's gonna jack it up. Now you're plus 468.
You know what? I love it.
There you go. Plus 468. All right, I like that. Final play I'll give. I mean, we're basically giving you the whole slate today. We're getting you fucking nice and lubed up for our college basketball guide, which is coming next week. So
tournament starts next week.
Get them all lubed up.
Conference tourneys start next week, and it's my favorite time because you got all those like the Southern Conference. They all start like Tuesday, Wednesday. And those games come on at noon.
All the retard schools that me and you love.
Mercer versus Mercer going into buttfuck state. It's a beautiful time to be alive, man.
No one loves the retard schools more than me and Howie. That's all
I love it.
We love it.
They're like, this is Billy Jack Cumjiz, 29 years old. He's averaging 45 his last 3 games. There's always one guy that comes out and averages like 40.
Drops 38 a game. Yeah, it's the bet. Yeah. That's why Virginia always loses because there's some kid in the fucking ACC tournament that fucking whacks Virginia out. We were talking about that the other day. But yeah, these small school tournaments, they're fucking fun as hell. Texas A&M, my final play here. I'm going to take Texas A&M minus 130 here against Tennessee. I think Tennessee's broken. I really do. I think the team's broken. I'm a Tennessee fan. So this is
they got to get healthy. They're two of their best players are injured.
They're banged up. They don't have that killer like you were talking about. They don't have a killer. They're kind of like they're a better version of Nova. They kind of do when they're back. But right now
The kid from Uruguay is one of the best guards in the country.
He doesn't shoot enough.
He's hurt.
Yeah, and he doesn't shoot enough when he's there.
He's hurt. He's hurt. He's playing injured. I mean, I don't know.
They got a bunch of guys that fucking like their assassins don't shoot enough, and they spread the ball out too much. Tennessee's reeling right now. I mean, they had that win versus Alabama in that trap spot where the refs did them a lot of favors, but they got the win there. I mean, loss at Vanderbilt, tough loss. Missouri just got smacked by Kentucky. I mean, you can't lose that game to Kentucky. So now they're going at Texas A&M. I think until that team gets healthy, until that team has a game or two healthy where they're playing together again, I'm going to keep fading Tennessee. So give me Texas A&M, who I believe is also 13-1 at home. Texas A&M right now against the spread is 10-4 against the spread at home and 18-9 against the spread overall. So they've been a great cover team. Tennessee's a little broken. I'm going to take Texas A&M minus 130 to wrap up this slate. Anything else you got here, Mr. Dewey?
That's it, brother.
All right. I mean, you're not going to get more well-informed college basketball bets on any show in the fucking country. So, Howie, Dewey, we will be back tomorrow. Got another big slate for college basketball on Wednesday, as we call it. Not as big as today, not as fun as today. Probably more games. I don't know if there's as many good games tomorrow as there is today. A lot of top 25 games today. So, giving you basically the whole card. I got 2 plays I'm saving for the subs that like a bunch of parlays and stuff like that. But that's pretty much the whole card today. So get ready. Me and Howie are coming for you. Conference tournament starting soon. Howie, Dewey.
All right, guys.
Go get a hand job from some old Chinese lady in a booth.
I'm going there next.
All right, cool. Let me know how it is.
Yeah, all right.
All right, see you later. All right, Joey Rackets, have you ever had your palm read?
No, but my wife's into that astrology stuff. I don't want her to ever fucking hear that shit.
I'm into it too. I just have never gone to a psychic. I've never got my palm. I'm afraid. I don't want to. Like
I don't want to either. She's like, "Oh, let's go." I'm like, "No,
I don't want to know."
let's not.
And this fucking camera, I gotta get a new.
I found a tennis play. If it's not on FanDuel, I don't know what they're doing with some of these tournaments. It's WTA Meridia. It's not on FanDuel. It's on DraftKings and probably some other books. 4 p.m. Katerina Siniakova. She's plus 100. I like that matchup. She's technically 0-2 in the history of it, but she hasn't played her since 2018, and they're just different players now. I like her a lot at even money. This line should move.
Okay. And what is that again? What was that?
WTA Meridia, 4 p.m. Katerina Siniakova.
Okay.
Siniakova.
All right. Someone in the chat mentioned. I'll show you a little trick here. So Josh, good point, Josh. Josh called out a FanDuel boost of Xavier Creighton in Texas. Now, I'm going to show you a little trick here with the FanDuel boost. I've been studying it a little bit. When it's a person, I don't know about McAfee, but love McAfee to death. The McAfee boosts weren't that successful this year.
Adams one sucks too.
Yeah. But,
They're all bad.
like the John Rothstein boost doesn't worry me as much because this is just a dude, I don't even know who he is, who does stuff for FanDuel and put his favorite 3 on there. So they have Xavier Creighton in Texas all to win. The trap boost, if you go to promotions on FanDuel, and then you usually don't see it because it's not one of the first ones, so you got to open up like all the promotions, and you click on the one that says NCAA Parlay, that's the boost you got to fucking watch out for because that's the one that FanDuel built for you, right? Here's the FanDuel built one. VCU to win. I don't even think I researched the VCU guy. I didn't even know they were. I'm not even lying. I didn't even know they were fucking playing today. The fuck is VCU playing? VCU at St. Joe's. I mean, you can't find a less interesting game on the slate. And here's the other 2 on the FanDuel created booth as I turn into a poster again. Baylor to win. We got Kansas State. We just talked about it. And Tennessee to win. We got Texas A&M. So that's a huge positive sign. The FanDuel created boost has Baylor and Tennessee in it, and we just spent 10 minutes telling you why I like Kansas State and Texas A&M. So that boost is a fucking loser. Both show. One of those 2 is going to lose, if not both. All right, hockey real quick here. E, how do you feel about your Bruins lately? You feel like they're turning the corner back, got a little down to come right back around? You think still win a cup?
Just need a little break. We're on pace. We're on pace for like one of the best, the most historic seasons of all time.
You got a low. You got to hit a valley. Right? You can't rise unless you fall. So
I mean, the game I went to, 6-2.
I mean, because they knew you were going.
That's it. That's right. They saw me in the crowd. Trent Frederick.
I mean, I would assume, paparazzi was probably going nuts. Everything was probably crazy
it was
over
tough.
there that day.
It was tough.
I mean, I can't even imagine. I don't know. I'm surprised you made it out alive. Hockey yesterday, good start in the afternoon. Rangers fucked us late at night, and the Kraken fucked us. So I ended up fucking about splitting on the hockey, but I got them going right back at it today. Got 2 hockey plays for you today. One of them is the Detroit Red Wings, who are fucking on fire right now. I don't know how many of you follow hockey that closely, but this Red Wings team has really turned a corner and looks really fucking good. I think they've won 7 of their last 8 games. Let me just see here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't think
five.
I don't think I've heard somebody say that sentence.
Yeah, right.
Detroit Red Wings are on fire since like 2000.
Yeah, I mean they were on a 5 or 6 game winning streak, and then they took an L against the Kraken. They're coming back east to the Capitals, who are kind of the other way around. The Capitals are not in a very good position right now with Ovechkin there. I think they've lost 4 in a row. So Capitals have lost 4 in a row. Detroit's won 5 of their last 6. Detroit coming into Washington here. I like getting the plus 140 here. With the Red Wings. So I'm going to take that. We're going to take the Wings plus 140 in this spot. Don't love the way the money's moving. It's starting to move a little bit better. There's a lot of money on the Red Wings right now. About 85% of the money in the line is kind of hovering. But the money line has gone down a little on the Capitals on some books. So I'm okay with it. And then this is just the fucking donkey fucking Vegas Dave parlay, as I call them. We're just going to take a bunch of favorites and mash them together for even money. The other play I have here, let me see if I can find it. I'm just going to go with fucking 3 chalky favorites here. The Lightning are like minus 1,900 today. So we're going to put the Lightning in there. I think they're minus 500 or some shit. Lightning minus 580. So that's a little excessive. But we're going to throw the Lightning in there. The Ducks are a fucking disaster, and they just played yesterday. We're going to throw the Carolina Hurricanes in there. Did not play yesterday. So we like the Hurricanes minus 360. They've been hot. Lightning, Hurricanes, and then I'm throwing the Knights in there. The Knights minus 300 on the road against the Black Sox. The Vegas Knights are a team that we used to only bet at home. Very strange this year. They're fucking dominant, like Boston Bruins level dominant on the road this year. I thought it was a coincidence at the beginning of the year. I thought it was just small sample size. This Vegas Knights team has been a home assassin, and they're 17-5 on the road and 17-5 on the road, 17-13 at home. So we're going to go right back with the Vegas Knights on the road. We just keep riding it, keep playing it, and making it happen. So Vegas Knights, Lightning, and Hurricanes. That should net you, what was that, Evan? Plus
102. And
plus
Bill
102.
Was gracious enough to put his own chalk parlay in. He's doing the Hurricanes and Lightning as well, but he's pairing it with the Devils instead of the Knights. All
right, so hey, throw all 4 of them together. Probably get you 150, 160. So Bill's on the same page. I'm on there. Hurricane, Lightning seems to be the chalk play there. And then I got the Knights. He's got the Devils. You could take all 4. I think we're good. Anything else here? Someone said, did Rackets say Siniakova?
Yes. Siniakova.
Yes. Siniakova. Yes, he did. Evan, anything else you got to say here? Final words?
Just don't sign up. But we had a lot of viewers today for college basketball, so that's good. So you better be here tomorrow and like the video before you leave. Like, what the fuck is this?
I mean, dude, Jesus Christ, guys. Fucking like the video.
70 likes. We've had 500.
How many have we had concurrent? Like, I know it shows 221. That's only what's there right now. How many people have we had total watch the video so far?
500.
500 people at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Tuesday, and only 77 of you hit the like button. Think about how
76 because I was one of them.
And 75 because I was one, and 74 because Evan was one.
Unbelievable.
So, I mean, that's literally like all-time level pathetic.
They don't want giveaways anymore.
Who's the boss?
I mean, we'll give shit away. Guys, all you need to do is get to 100, and Evan will just give shit away.
75 people should like Who's the Boss.
Yeah, seriously. Fucking Christ. 77. Fucking A. My God. Fucking 130 units for you guys this weekend. Didn't ask you for a fucking $1.
In free bets.
That's it. I'm doing no March Madness shows on here. That's it. Fucking
You're going to be March Sadness.
I'm just going to fucking march off right at the beginning. Right at the beginning of the show. I'm out. Fucking dipset. Evan, final words? That's it?
Don't sign up.
Don't sign up. Joey Rackets, final words.
Don't sign up.
Don't sign up. And I will give you my final words in a second. But first, I will thank Bill Rupp for his 12 seconds on the show of silence. Howie, Dewey, fucking kababble from an ISIS chamber. Evan Hand, Joey Rackets. I am Tommy G. Get over to 4deepbets.com, promo code VIP20. Prices are going up, by the way. I'm raising the prices, I think, tomorrow. So you might want to get in there now. Promo code VIP20, 4deepbets.com. For the crew, good luck. Stay cashing, motherfuckers. Let's go!